Hi, I'm your host. I believe the best kind of travel is when you step out of the everyday and into a storybook. We're about to embark on a journey across the continent and back through time itself. We'll seek out places that resisted the relentless march of modernity, where cobblestones whisper tales of centuries past and traditions are still lived. Forget the bustling capitals. We're going off the beaten path to find the soul of old Europe, preserved in amber. Our adventure is a countdown of 10 remarkable places, each a living museum. From sun-drenched Italian hills to misty valleys of Slovakia, these communities guard their character with beautiful pride. Pack your curiosity and walking shoes. We're about to discover why these treasures are worth visiting now. Here, the only traffic might be a wandering cat or a local headed to market. Our first stop, Italy, to a dramatic hill town known as the Dying Town that brims with life. Let the countdown begin. In Lazio's Viterbo province, erosion carved a surreal landscape and left Civita isolated, floating above a sea of green. Leave the car behind and cross the long, steep footbridge, each step a passage from modern life to medieval wonder. Enter through an ancient gate into hushed lanes, flowered balconies, and piazzas that appear like magic. In the piazza, the simple church of San Donato anchors daily life: espresso, soft bells, and slow conversations. For the postcard, shoot from the Bagnoregio viewpoint, the cliff, the bridge, the Calanchi Valley in one frame. Timing matters. Arrive at dawn for mist and solitude, or linger to nightfall for lantern glow and starlit alleys. North to Austria, Hallstatt, cradled between a glassy lake and forested limestone walls. A fairy tale of 16th century alpine houses descending to water. A perfect duet of nature and craft. Born of salt, the world's oldest salt mine. The village climbs steep slopes, stitched by stairways and lanes. For the must-see shot, head north to the classic viewpoint along Gosamulstrasse, iconic church and perfect reflections. Avoid 10 a.m., 4 p.m. tour surges. Come early, or rent an electric whisper boat for meditative lake vistas. On the water, Hallstatt's soul reveals itself, the same calm route villagers rode for centuries. Stay for Blue Hour, when the town's colors deepen and the lake becomes a mirror to memory. In Slovakia's Velká Fatra, Vulkolinec lives as a true time capsule. More than 40 traditional log homes in bright pastels. No paved roads, no dishes on roofs, just a bell tower, a working well, and the whisper of the Cherneva Creek. Elderly residents keep gardens thriving. Carpentry details speak of skilled hands and stubborn continuity. Step inside the farmer's house to see tools, textiles, and a family hearth, history made personal. Treat it as a living museum. Stay on paths, keep voices low, and respect private homes. Southeast to Romania, Sighișoara, a fortified hill town where 9 towers still stand guard. These towers weren't decoration, they were the town's lifeline. Watch the wooden figures mark time, then climb for a sweeping panorama of the citadel's rooftops. Vlad III's legacy lingers. Beyond legends, a window into fierce regional history. Follow Strada Scoli to the covered staircase, a creaking atmospheric tunnel through time. Taste the town, Chorba's tang, Mamaliga's comfort, best in a candlelit cellar off the square. Stay the night. When tour buses fade, lamps glow and echoes carry. Sighișoara's soul comes out to walk. At night, the citadel becomes a whispering museum under the stars. Central Portugal's Óbidos, a walled jewel gifted by kings to queens, brimming with whitewashed lanes and splashes of bougainvillea. Circle the walls for sweeping views, vineyards and windmills outside, a mosaic of roofs within. Enter under 18th century azulejos, a blue and white prologue to centuries of art and faith. Try ginja, cherry liqueur in an edible chocolate cup, the town's playful signature. Check the festival calendar. Go lively for pageantry or on a weekday for serene alleys and soft light. Germany's romantic road delivers Rothenburg, an intact medieval fortress above the Tauber. In the Marktplatz, the town hall fuses Gothic bones with Renaissance grace, a living lesson in resilience. At Plönline, frame the classic, slender house, Sieber's Tower, and the gate below. Go at sunrise or twilight to avoid crowds. After sunset, join the night watchman. Stories, stone, and flickering light weaving centuries together. Stay overnight, dine slowly, then wander lantern-lit lanes. Rothenburg at its most tranquil. Up on the wall with the Tauber Valley hushed, you feel the town's heartbeat through the stones. Time passes differently in places like these. Steady, deliberate, unforgettable. In the Netherlands, Giethoorn trades roads for canals. Islands of thatched cottages linked by wooden bridges. Rent an electric whisper boat. Keep right, go slow, and float past willow-draped gardens. Try a kayak or a traditional punt for an even quieter rhythm. Remember, these canals are residence streets. Arrive in fog for a dreamlike glide, when shapes blur and time seems to pause. Alsace's Colmar blends cultures in cheerful pastels and timber lacework, a living gallery of vernacular art. Glide through Little Venice, low bridges, flowered balconies, and reflections that look painted. Taste tart flambe with a crisp Riesling. Colmar's cuisine is as vivid as its streets. At the covered market, assemble a picnic, heritage on a plate and stories in every stall. Seek the Maison Pfister and House of the Heads, centuries etched into wood and stone. As evening settles, Colmar turns cinematic. Warm lights, cool cobbles, and time to linger. Some towns are best remembered by their reflections. Colmars linger long after the last sip of wine. In England's Cotswolds, Bourton-on-the-Water charms with shallow waters and graceful stone bridges. Picnics, ducks, wisteria-clad cottages, a village where ambling is the point. Arrive before 9 for quiet bridges and mirrored stone glowing in soft light. Family detours, a 1/9 model village, and Birdland's riverside aviaries. Pause for tea, scones, jam, and clotted cream. Then wander quieter side lanes. Albania's Berat dazzles with a hillside of white Ottoman houses, 1,000 dark-framed windows gazing across the valley. Mangalem and Gorica face each other across the river, bridged by centuries of coexistence. Climb shaded alleys where homes lean close and courtyards appear like secrets revealed. Above, the Cala still houses residents. Churches, mosques, and frescoes layered with Illyrian, Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman threads. In the Onufri Museum, icons blaze with a legendary red, devotion rendered in light and pigment. At sunset, the 1,000 windows catch fire. The Osum shimmers like molten gold, a view that answers every step. End with dinner on the lively boulevard, ancient stones underfoot, modern welcome at your table. From Civita's cliffside perch to Berat's 1,000 windows, we've met 10 villages holding time in a gentle embrace. Each place keeps its story alive, in stone and timber, water and light. Which village captured your imagination most? Giethoorn, Abydos, Vulkalinek, or another we should add? Your tips guide our next journey and help fellow travelers find quiet moments and authentic experiences. If you loved this hidden gem countdown, subscribe to Wayfinders and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. Until then, keep your bags ready and your curiosity wide open. Happy travels!